Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited. Hello, good evening. This is Paranormal PhD with me, Dr. Rebecca Foster. It's Thursday, July 21st. And as you all probably saw, well, some of you, I was going on late this evening because I was at the beach and I lost track of time. But you know what? I was like literally walking the beach and it was so funny because I was going to I wanted to like get a video of it because it was poignant for me because I was like walking and there's this particular space when I'm reading people that is wet sand, but the water isn't getting your feet wet. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm standing in that exact place right now. And I was vibing with that. And then I went back and sat down on the table and went, oh my God, I have my paranormal PhD. So I kind of freaked out. And yeah, super fun. So thank you all for joining me a little bit late this evening. I should probably just schedule it for this time, and maybe in the fall I will. But yeah, thank you for being patient and joining me late. All right. So for those of you who are just first time ever joining me this evening, I am a clairvoyant medium. I've been practicing for 36 years and I am a medical intuitive. I speak to animals. I talk to pretty much anything that doesn't have a voice. I'm able to pass on messages from people who've passed over, from God, from spirit guides. And I do energy readings, past lives. It's whatever God asks me to do. I do it. There's just this whatever. I just do whatever I'm told to do. So tonight I'm going to pull people from the chat room randomly. And it's not that I don't like your energy. If I'm not getting something right away, I will just scroll through the chat and grab people the moment I get something. And then if you get a reading, post a reply or some feedback so that people know, like, oh, that made sense for her, or that, that clicked, that vibed for him. So it lets people just know that there is some kind of real thing going on here across the energy waves and IT. So I'm thinking of anything else. My information comes through symbolically. So I will explain first what I am being shown, and then I will explain what it means. And if there's anything else I come across, then I will explain that to everyone as well. You don't have to ask any questions. If you just say, hey, how are you? That's all I need. And we'll go from there. Sweet. All right. I'm going to just kind of bring everybody's energies down really quickly. We're streaming right now from Facebook, from God's Reader, and from Facebook on the Spirit Realm Network, and then also to YouTube. So, hello, Thomas. Always on time. You are definitely on time. Kayla, hello. How are you? Renee, Wunmi, hello. Deborah, Ashley, Victoria, Isabel, Kathy, hello. All right. Victoria, I've been good. I have been really good. Wendy, hello, darling. How are you? I will also star your name just so I know that if I read for you, it's to let me know that I read for you. Otherwise, I get kind of kerfuffled. Mindy, hello, my darling. How are you? All right. I've had a lot of people this summer ask me about my tattoo on my arm, my tattoo on my arm. So I've told everybody they have to go to Wisconsin for that workup. All right. Vanessa, hello. Balan, how are you? Mary, Dawn, Pam, Kim. Hello, Julie. Yes, you did miss me last weekend, Wendy. I know you had better things to do, and that's okay. Thank you again for everybody for joining me at the Opera House in Fort Dodge. That was a lot of fun. Jim, hello. Tony, Carl, hello, darling. How are you? All right. I know you're getting ready to move, Carl, and I won't be able to come to your party. I'm sorry for that. Chris, hello. Dawn, I said hello to you. Debbie, how are you, Chris? All right. We've gotten to the, like Chad, hello. I'm just running through. Wonderful. Okay. Perfect. Just grabbing energy. Okay. Alan, hello. I will see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. So Alan Cornelison. Can't even get some of these things out. Sometimes I get tongue twisted. He is going to be with me and the crew from Spirit Realm, and we are going to do an investigation tomorrow at the Squirrel Cage Jail in Council Bluffs. So make sure you're tuned in for that. It's going to be streamed on spiritrealm.net, the website. So get on there. It's going to start actually at 7 Eastern, and then there's a break in there, and there's a show that's actually going to kind of take the space while everything gets set up. And then we're going on 9 Eastern for the investigation. We're going to run it through the night. So watch for that. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. All right. So let's do some reading, shall we? All right. I actually, when I was going through first, I saw your name crop up and I was hit with financial changes coming. So one of the things that I thought, okay, what kind of, I do a lot of questioning telepathically. I don't ask questions out loud. So it seemed to revolve around the income aspect, so work related. And it feels it's not your husband that I'm picking this financial change coming up with. It is your change. And I see you going, what, me? You want, so there's a bit of surprise as you respond to something that's being handed to you, an opportunity, a job, and it feels as if it's given to you out of merit and hard work. So it could be a promotion of some kind, or being recognized for a job well done. And it affects you in a positive way. It also feels like at the same time it's going to relieve some of your stresses that you're going, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this when I need money? So it'll remove some of your financial woes as well, so that you're able to plan things in a better way, which is awesome. I love that. All right. Ashley, hello. Hello. How are you? All right. Let's find everybody's energy here. Wendy, I said hello to you, but now I'm actually passing you here. And don't worry, I go back up and down all night long. It almost looks like you move or you switch residences. So maybe you've already done that, or maybe you're doing that now, but it looks like you are going to be changing residence and making a move. And they're just kind of showing the environment around you changing. And then also it looks like you will be traveling. You're going to be family related, or traveling to see family, something to do with family. And it's travel related. It almost looks like you're, and the way I'm hearing you, it's like you're hemming and hawing a little bit, like, I don't know if I should, or I don't know if I have the time off, because God knows you like work constantly. So it looks like you are wrestling with what you really, really know in your heart you probably need as far as a break or a getaway. And it feels almost like a kickstart to a new way of seeing things or feeling things. Like you do need a break in there, almost to break up the monotony of life, Don't we all? Gosh, we all need that break. Just doing something different can do that. Kim Tate, hello. I have not seen your name before. If I did, forgive me, but it looks like I mean, I don't remember your name. So, Kim Tate, let's take a peek at you. So, I'm actually walking behind you, kind of similar to what I was saying before on your beach. So, you're barefoot. The beach represents safety, security, and grounding. Water of any kind represents problems or situations, but it can represent opportunity as well. And you're in front of me, I'm behind you, you're walking barefoot, and you have a bracelet on your right ankle. And they're making me focus on this because what it's, and I almost sounds like I can hear a boat, like the water hitting the boat. So it's a hollow sound every time the waves hit it. This is telling me that nobody's holding you back right now. Nobody's standing in your way. Nobody's telling you what to do or how to do it. No one is giving you advice. Okay. Good and bad things to that. Sometimes we want advice. So then you have a bracelet on your right ankle. This tells me that you are feeling bound a little bit, not entirely, but it's personal, meaning your emotions, or you feel bound somehow, or bound up, or unable to just be spontaneous, or unable to be vulnerable, unable to be wackadoo or crazy right now. Everything feels as if you are having to really be logical and brainy and make sense of everything and balance it all out. And so the fact that there's a boat on the beach that you are probably walking away from right now means that you might be saying, "Oh, I really want that opportunity, but it doesn't make any sense right now. Like if I do it, then I'm going to have to and it may not be as much money. And I don't know if you got a boat and an opportunity knocking on your beach and you are barefoot, you do not try to balance it out logically and justify your actions. You get in the dang boat and you go. Because the boat is a gift. It's a gift from God. And he's saying, you are ready. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. New opportunities. It usually revolves around education, work, and finance on an earthly level. So yeah. Vanessa Terrace, I'm sorry if I mispronounced, I'm sorry, your name. So this feels also like a long time coming for you, but there's a new relationship that either has just entered your life or is about to enter your life that is going to steer your life or help you with the directions in steering your life. And it's this new relationship. It feels like it's female. So this would be a female companion or friendship. And that is going to help bring some sense to the directions and how you want to go about life and how you want to attack everything, like in a gentle way or in a strong sense. And it's like, I sometimes call these people earth angels because it's not a given that we're going to meet someone and they're going to be in our life forever. They may just be in our life for a season to help us to cross a bridge or to have the confidence to do something else. And so this feels like this person is like optional. And I know that sounds weird, but meaning you're not going to be bound to a life friendship or relationship with this person. She's basically going to come in and help guide or direct and say a few things that make sense to you. And then you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's so weird. I was just thinking about that. I was just talking about that and you're doing it. So it's a conversation that is going to lead to more conversations. And then whatever you choose to do in that relationship, as far as carry it forward as friends or whatever. And if it ends as well. So she may be just an acquaintance that you kind of like, oh, I'm glad I have your number. I'll call you when, blah, blah, blah. So that it's like you're going to be getting a signpost, which is awesome. I love that. Mm-hmm. So Mindy. Girl, you can eat some food. I not only would have major cholesterol blockage, But my colon would not be working right now. I would have probably gained 5 clothes sizes because you are a petite thing and you can put the food down. You and Cage, I don't know. They just went on like an East Coast, Salem, that whole area, and all she did was eat. She just ate, and then she showed off all of her delicious food. Whatever. So Mindy, for you, I actually feel, you just got home from vacation, but fine, it's like looking at your energy. I actually want to tell you to like, I almost did too. I almost was like, you need to take like a day or two and come down from your vacation. But I don't think you can do that. I actually, as I was feeling your energy, that's what I wanted to tell you to do. But I don't think you can. I'm looking at this going, you are going to find, and this is a blessing, okay? Because it looks like you're going to find that you are wanting to take that break as well because your energy looks depleted. But weird noise. But you're not going to because it looks like you're swamped with business and all of a sudden swamped with business. And you know what? I know tattoo therapy is a real thing. And if I would really pay attention to an influx of maybe walk-ins or spontaneous appointments. Not that you may not have it all the time, but paying attention to around maybe the full moon or the new moon, or when there's crazy stuff going on in the world, you may find that you book a heck of a lot more appointments because it's therapy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But if you have a tattoo, then you know what I'm talking about. It's an expensive, expensive thing to have go on. Balan, hello, how are you? So, Balan, I'm actually watching you and you look like you're standing, I don't know if it's a bridge or a ledge, but they're putting you up against like a waist high stone ledge. And you're smiling as if I'm first person taking a photograph of you. And that tells me right there is um definite energy right now that you may, I mean, almost feel like I want to, I mean, it could be like a Chicago river looking landscape. It could also be like France. And that's why I'm talking to your guides real quick, going, am I plucking him and flicking him across the pond, or is he in the States? But definite situation of travel, but it feels like your heart is expanding and swelling as I'm watching you smile. So the energy right now that's also important is because whatever you are thinking, we do this when we manifest, but whatever you're thinking, you're exuding it. And I can feel like a lot of happiness, true felt happiness. So that tells me that what you are thinking right now and what you are processing during the day, you are actually like coding it into the universe and sending up an order, and you're going to get it within a couple of days. And so, right now, whatever you are thinking, make sure it's good stuff. Make sure it is good, wanted, desired, soul feeding stuff because it's going to hit you in about a day or two. So make sure it's good. Very importante. Muy importante. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Oh, Rosemary, I forgot it was Thursday too. I did. And all I did today was say it's Thursday, it's pickup day, but then I forgot it was Thursday because I got on the beach and then my mind, and I actually, I feel kind of bad. Like, well, I shouldn't feel bad, but I'm a neat freak and I am a recycler, huge, big time. And I was telling you, I was walking the beach and there was these 4 teenagers laying on the beach the whole time we were there. And they are obviously drinking and whatever. You know what? I'm not Karen and I'm not Joe Mama. But I was walking back and they were leaving and I was like, hey, why didn't you come back and pick up all your damn bottles and your cans? And they turned around and they kept walking. And one little dweeb, he yells F you, mind your own business. And I was like, what? I'm like, okay, D-bag. And we were in this like tunnel, just us. And I'd completely forgotten that there was other people on the beach. And he just kept yelling at me and yelling profanities. And I was like, you know what? You need to go get a new boyfriend because he's garbage. Go get a new boyfriend. And he goes, I was coming back. I was coming back to get it. Well, okay, whatever. Well, then he gets in his car and she drops a whole bunch of stuff in front of my car. I was like, what is she doing? So I just sat there and I'm like, forget it. I'm not going to do anything. Well, then the guy starts yelling F you and flipping off Brian. And then he's like, that's it. I'm going to go handle him. I'm like, don't handle nothing. Just stop. I'll handle this. I'm almost got it. So I go, she comes back and gets all the stuff and then she goes to her car. And I ran up to my car and it's all of this like wicked tea and some coolers and thermoses full of alcohol and some towels. And I picked it all up and I walked over to the car and she's rolling the window down and the kid's sitting like this. He's no longer brave. And I threw everything in his lap and I said, I don't give an F if you are 19 years old and you're drinking, but you left a crap ton of garbage back there and you made your girlfriend go pick it up because you were too scared after flipping me off and yelling F you biatch 100 times to do it yourself. And I said, I leaned in, I go, you need a new boyfriend because this guy's a booty. And I went off. I was just like, and I wasn't mean. I was blunt and to the point, and then I went back to the towel, and I was like, "Well, that was fun." I just told off a like 19-year-old, and then I got his license plate number, and someone was. Oh, it was funny. I don't know why I'm telling you guys all this, but it was. I'm not a confrontational person at all, but it's this little kid, and he's drinking on the beach, and then they get in the car, and I was like, what do I do here? Do I call this in? I probably should. And I didn't want to be full-blown Karen. Yeah. So I had to talk with God after that. We all have our days. I was just like, what a little turd burglar. Just don't flip me off and call me biatch. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny though. Have you guys ever had that experience before where you're better off just not saying anything? Well, they were terrified. They were so scared. They were so scared. And he was just like, she's like, don't say anything. And I'm like, here's your alcohol. Here's your towels. Here's your thermoses. It was just like, what? Get a new boyfriend. He's making you wear a trucker hat. Okay. So it was so funny. Oh, Lord have mercy. That was a good time. It was a good time. Okay. So Bop Nancy, just so you know, she is fake. Do not. I'm going to delete the comments. Do not. And I am also going to block the user. So Bop Nancy, you loser, you're being blocked. There you go. From every channel that I'm streaming to right now, which is Amazeballs. Do not go to anything that this person, they are fraudulent. They are, it's a scam, 100% scam. And these people jump on all the time. So don't go to any of this stuff. It's all garbage. Yeah, we're just going to delete it all. Poor thing. Has to troll other people's stuff. Don't go to any of it. I'm not affiliated with this person. They are not on any of my stuff. Good, Mindy, that makes sense. I'm glad. You know, I just feel like you're not going to get the time that you think you need. Yeah. You're welcome, Balon. You're welcome. Okay. Jennifer Ann, you were at the gallery last weekend. Okay. Let's take a peek at Jennifer Ann. What does that taste like? So you have, Jennifer, you've got a gentleman that actually came behind, like what tasted like a roast, like a Sunday dinner or a pot roast with gravy and and I first tasted that, and then he came through behind it, and then the conversation very quickly that happened was his ability to enjoy these things. Excuse me. And when somebody conveys the message that they were able to enjoy food again, or a certain food, that tells me, excuse me, I don't know why I'm like either hiccuping or I'm not getting enough air. That tells me that there was something within life that did not allow them. Maybe it was bad teeth or diabetes with sugars and so forth, but he is wanting to convey this. And I'm also, depending on how I'm seeing it, it could be a B or a D. And I'm asking for the correction. And it might be a combination of them, but but I do mirror them once in a while. And since they're so close and the sound is so close, oh, like Bud or something to that effect. Bud wants me to acknowledge it. And I'm I wonder if it is something with his teeth, if maybe he had dentures or there was a problem in eating certain foods that he wants me to convey. And there is also what sounds like the name with a T. So I'm wondering if like Tyler or Taylor makes any sense. And this is for Jennifer Ann. So Tyler or Taylor also comes through. And then this is really weird, and I'm going to move on. But it sounds like watch or pay attention. It looks like your big toe, almost like the toenail itself. I don't know if you banged your toe or what, but it's a big toe, and I can feel something with the toenail, and I'm supposed to acknowledge that. Let me go down here. Okay. So possibly you say, possibly, I'm just listening to, I still taste like that. It's like beef and gravy. I'm still tasting it. Dentures. Okay. And what is that? I know that taste. What is that taste? It's almost like an original Twizzler. Not cherry, just a Twizzler. Not cherry flavored, not strawberry flavored, but just a Twizzler. That's what it tastes like. If you were to like suck on a Twizzler, that's what it tastes like. Yeah, and it could be like Karina, like a beef stew or a pot roast or something like that. But I'm definitely tasting the beef in the gravy. All right. Okay, let's see. Karina, you're a best friend and you're planning a volunteer day with your kids to go clean up a park in the neighborhood. Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, I am a huge recycler. I go as far as like pulling bottles and plastic out of garbage cans and putting it where it needs to go. It's such an easy thing to do. And it's so fulfilling. Like, like I did all this. I put all this plastic and all this paper over here and all this glass over here. it's little things, those little things like that. I love that. Okay. Yeehaw. Let's grab some more people here. Okay. All right. I have to get past all of the laughing faces from my beach story. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be relaxing. I knew I should have just stayed home. I knew I should have just stayed home. All right. Tisha Winchester, you want on your beach? All right. We all want to be on our beach. That's where I try to read everyone. And sometimes we don't end up there. So one of the things for you, Tisha, the one thing and it's funny that you say, I want to be on my beach, because when I read for people, I pick them up and then I drop them, and your guides will place you where they want. And sometimes it's by the water, sometimes it's above on the dunes, and sometimes it's by mountains. It really just depends. And the one thing that they're showing is that you are always on, I don't want to say you're always on other people's beaches, but it looks like you are always putting yourself and what you need aside to help other people on their own path. So there is this guidance or helping hand, as you will. I would put you into like someone who would do really well in law enforcement or military, someone who would do well in counseling, through healthcare, let's say for people who are mentally ill, or in hospitals for issues involving mental illness. And you have a really strong personality. And it's interesting too, because what the way they show you is being able to handle your own and take care of yourself in those situations. But at the same time, then you just want to kind of go home and have someone that's going to let you still curl up in their lap and put a blankie on and just be squishy kid for a little while and know that you too are safe and protected. And if you're asking yourself, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? A lot of it really comes down to how you lead people and guide people. And it may be that you help them across the street or from room to room or to get where they're going safely. And also part of that is helping to lead people through their life or to guide them with new ideas and projects, or maybe something that's dealing with art. Or so there is this aspect of who you are that lets people put their arm in yours, and then you hold and you walk and make sure that they get where they're going safely. And that's important. It shows your strength and how you put yourself second, how you hold doors and you are polite to people and thank you. And at the same time, how much you in return need someone to do that with you. So send it up. Send it up. And you'll get it. I'm telling you, it's an amazing time right now of manifestations. And one of you guys I just had that reading with. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty amazing the manifestation that can happen right now. Loving it. Love it. All right. Victoria Steiner, have I even had anyone come to you for me? I watch your lives every time you come on. Thank you very much. But I haven't had a reading on. Okay. So let's see if anybody's coming through for you, Victoria. Let's look. Hold on. I have to listen to this. So what it sounded like was, I have to think of the room where I was hearing it from. I guess that doesn't matter. It sounded like someone was down a hall and then to my right. If I would walk the hall and then go right. And sometimes I mirror and I can flip it. But from what I was listening to, it was someone down a hall and to the right. And they were saying, please, Vicky, I need a glass of water. Can I have a glass of water? So a female is asking for a glass of water. So that may not have been the case. Like she may not have been yelling, hey, I need a glass of water to you specifically. But this feels like a grandmother energy. and it feels like she would have maybe possibly been either stuck in her bed or ailing in her bed, ill at one point, and needing something to drink, because being a glass of water. And it, I'm thinking, well, I'm not thinking, I'm wondering too if this is your dog or her dog. Because if I stand in the hallway and walk forward, I have to walk past one door here, and go forward to the right. Then the second door would be her door. And then I'm looking at this little dog that seems to in front of me walk and then stops and looks in the room. And it nothing more freaky when there's an empty room and then a dog stops and looks and growls or barks. It's like, what are you, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? not all the time can you see stuff, and it just becomes very freaky. So you have what it sounds like, a female around you that wants me to acknowledge them to you, but that you also have there's a smaller dog. And looking at it, it almost looks like the size of like Toto. So something not little, like a Yorkie, but not as big as, let's say, a poodle or a Lhasa. It's more like the size of a Toto, whatever that doggy is. Yeah, Larry, hold on a second. Larry, what'd you say? I guess you're turning for Nate. Thanks, Rebecca, for all you do. Still recovering, needed energy. You know what, Larry? I'm just glad you're here, right? Larry is. Do you mind if I say something, Larry? Do you mind? Well, Larry is healing. He is going through some healthy things and healing, and everybody just kind of goes, "Thank you, God. Let Larry be here, fix him up, do him right. Still has a lot to do, lots of messages to pass on." So, yep. So Larry is getting through some cancer treatments. And I think I read, Larry, that you just had your last treatment, was it? You finished a treatment and now it's just, I think it looks good. I really do. I've always felt that. Even when you first told me about everything, I was like, I'm seeing this being okay. And that's how I feel right now, too. I kind of am getting a reassurance like, yes, everything's okay. Gonna be fine. Yay, 3 weeks ago. That's awesome. Well, please, I hope you get some good news and then let me know. Let everybody know. Awesome. All right. Lori and Bob, hello, Lori. How are you? Hope you like your necklace. It was a necklace, right? It was a necklace you got a couple years ago when Jeff and Russell and I were at Rhodes Hotel, right? Yes. Good night, Larry. Take care. Yeah. And you know what? Any idea when you're going to be writing? I would just try it now. I would try now. I would be writing now. I would be doing it now. Just do what you can. And I feel like the messages might even come through kind of weird. If you're tired, or in a way, what I mean weird is like when you're tired. Well, let me say, when I'm tired, my information comes through in a way where I'm not even really doing any of it. I'm not even thinking it. I'm not conceiving of it. It just sort of ends up on my tongue. And I'm like, why did I would never, it's just weird for me, because here I'm seeing it and saying it. And sometimes when I'm tired, it just comes through, or I think, did I write that? Did I say that? So that's what I'm meaning, that right now, being that you're a little drained, it almost looks like you'd be less inclined to control what you're hearing or writing or seeing, and you may receive some pretty amazing things to write. So do it. Awesome. Yay. And you still have your necklace. That's awesome. Good, good, good. All right. Perfect. Lori, really quickly too for you, you have a female coming through as well, but she's not saying much. She's standing there and she's like this, and she's waving. Like she wants me to tell you that she's there. She's shorter. I'm 5'7", so 5'6", maybe 5'5", and she has brown hair. It may have been longer, about shoulder length, maybe a little bit longer than that. And it looks darker, so she would have had brown hair. She smells like sugar, so she smells pretty heavenly, because heaven is kind of like spun sugar, hot sugar, cotton candy, buttercream, vanilla, that kind of a smell. Those are what I smell from heaven. And maybe that's why everybody just loves that smell so much, you know? It's just like home. So, and then something about, I swear those are either mulberries or blackberries. I'm supposed to talk, mulberries or blackberries. I don't think it's raspberries. Those are red or fuchsia, whereas these are darker. So blackberries or mulberries. And I have learned to just say what I am hearing. And yeah. Yes. That's awesome. Thanks everyone for Larry. You know, he's a good guy. He has some pretty magical words. He works for God too. And he just kind of puts all this stuff out there that he is feeling and seeing. And it's pretty amazing. It's good stuff. All right. All right. Let's see anything else here. Let's see. Laura Bone. Is it Bone? Laura Bone. Your guides are telling me to tell you, okay, this is how fast this comes through. They're showing your plate in, like, you know, kids sections. It's got the bigger part, and then you got the little vegetable part here and the carbohydrate or whatever part over here. And they went like this, and they cleared it. So what they're showing is that you have things going on right now, and you may be sitting there going, what do I eat first? Do I want to eat? You know what? No, they're saying it's time to clear anything old. If it's been sitting there too long, you haven't touched it. Even though universe is not mommy dearest here, you just clear that plate. It's time for you to close off any loose ends, anything that's run its course, remove it, and clear that plate, because the universe is saying that you are right now about to start really seeing, like, I want to try that. That looks good. I'm going to try that. So you're going to start filling your plate with everything that what it feels like would be part of your passion or part of your purpose. And the problem with all of that is there is no room on your plate for anything right now. And that means that you are being asked to remove situations and relationships that are no longer, they're just stale and stagnant, and they're not going anywhere. We all know that you're not going to eat any of that. Okay. So clear it. And so, and it will then allow the universe to provide you with the opportunities and the situations that you will and want to devour and to deal with, and maybe get a second helping. You know, I think I said this last week, but one important thing is this: when I am doing private readings for people and they say, so when is this person going to come into my life? Or when is this job? Or when is the house going to come available? Or when am I going to buy? The problem is that many times we are waiting for other people to get their act together. They first have to figure out their stuff, put their house on the market, leave a job so someone else, there's all sorts of things that have to happen first that we wait on. And our life kind of goes and does its thing. And we're like, what? Why am I still, what's going on? Well, because we're waiting. We're waiting for other people to get their acts together, who are part of our contract, who are part of our life. And so it's really important when you feel the universe nudging you to end something or to walk away from something or to find a new job. that we do those things. And I'm no hypocrite. Believe me, I have had my situations alone, where it's like, oh, it's just too hard. I just don't want to change that right now, or I don't want to do that right now. And we kind of loop around and make that decision over and over and over again until we're just like, I'm changing this. And then all of a sudden people show up. And that's what they're saying about your plate. All of that in a split. That's what I'm telling you. That's how fast this information, this conversations happen so quickly. Just like that. It's crazy. Dina Sights, anyone around spiritually, or your dog that have passed? All right, Dina, not Dinah, Dina, I think, right? Dinah would be with an H. English language. So that's so weird. So I'm focused on you, and I was actually going for the dogs. I was looking for them. And my front teeth all started hurting. Like hurting. And I'm wondering if it was one of the dogs, if they had towards the end of their life, if they had difficulty eating or they were not eating well. I'm wondering if they had something wrong with their teeth. It's not every day we take our dog to the dentist. So I'm wondering if there was a high sensitivity or something going on wrong there. Now, if that's the case, there could have been an issue, dental issue, that could have also created other health problems. So I'm wondering if he's telling me that to corroborate what actually happened. And I feel like I'm talking to a dog with like a person name, like Tim or Jack or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So let me go down to the bottom. Got it. Yes. All right. Perfect. So yeah, my teeth still hurt. It's so weird how they do that. But they do it. My teeth hurt. So you have a dog, definitely, that's saying hello. Doesn't have any problem running. I love that. Interesting. I was thinking she may not be seeing this chat. Who? Me, Kathy? I see your chat, Kathy. Like Kathy Drain. I see you. I see everybody. I see everybody. Lala, I'm starting to wonder if StreamYard is having issues. Nope, I can see you too. Lala. I am seeing everybody here. Yeah, I see everybody's chat. I'm making sure everything from here is making sure I'm getting stuff from YouTube. Yep, from Robin. I see that. All right. Nope, I've got everybody here. So no, I'm sorry. I am seeing everyone. I just don't differentiate between Facebook and YouTube. I just grab people. So I am seeing everybody here. Yeah, I believe so. Yep. So Kelly and Lala. Yeah, no, I can totally see you guys. I can totally see you. Heather, your stepbrother has been missing since March 18th. All right. So first off, let me just tell you this, Heather. There's two other gentlemen around him. There's two other guys, and they feel like they're talking. So these two guys, these friends, whatever, would have been with him last. And it also sounds like ka-dung, ka-dung, ka-dung. I can hear the car doors shutting. And I would be asking the two buddies, the two best friends that he would have hung out with, or who would he have been around with, because these guys look like they know him, or he knows them. There's a comfort level there. So he would have gotten into the car with people. He would have recognized them. And then this is weird, but I'm hearing beater, like I don't know if it's like a beater, like a car beater, like it's a beater, or if that's a name of something, beater. I'm hearing that. I heard that a couple of times. Maybe it's a road or something, but beater. And I'm also around what looks like a casual stop spot, like around a lake. And I'm being shown those things. So I would be questioning the people, two guys, two friends, two people he would know. That's what I would do. And I would, I know this sounds really weird, but I feel like a mistake, an accident happened. I feel like I bunked my head. I feel like I hit my head on something. And I don't know why it's like why somebody wouldn't say anything, but I feel like I bonked my head, like it's an accident. And I would question the friends. Because it looks like they would know. And they may even break if they're questioned enough as to more information. Yeah, everything is moving fast here. It's all moving very quickly. So, Emily Budarak, is that how you spell it? Say it. Why do I keep saying spelling it and writing? It's stupid. Yes, I'm supposed to give you. This is interesting. It almost looks like 11 roses, not 12, possibly a baker's dozen, but not 12. Always one of or one up or down. And I just feel like there's something to that. I don't know why. I'm handing you not a dozen roses from her. One is something like one of them is special, or one of them is excluded for a reason. So it's a dozen roses. Oh, okay. All right. So really quickly too, she's just commenting as I was pulling back. She showed me the roses, and on the roses was a monarch caterpillar. Excuse me. And she kind of goes like this. So that tells me that she is telling you that you must allow this transformation that you're going through. Stop questioning it. Stop asking yourself why or what for or oh my gosh. Stop worrying and wondering. And she's saying the transformation it's part of who you are. It's part of your life cycle. And she's going like this. Go, 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 go. Like that. She's trying to get you to hurry along. That also means that you can't rush transformation, but you can hurry to where you got to wait to transform. So it just looks like she's handing you enough roses that one of them is special. She gives the one, I don't know if she keeps one or something like that, but I just see the 11 or the baker's dozen, and then the caterpillar about you transforming. I think it's very important. Yes. Yep. So, Kara, I am in Facebook God's Reader page, Facebook Spirit Realm Network, and on YouTube. So I'm reading from 3 different pages right now that I have, so I can cover everybody who follows all of those things. Val Doss, you're done. You need some help, please. Thank you. You're done. I totally get that. I get that. Okay, hold on one second, Val. I just have to check something really quickly. Cecilyn, hello, darling. How are you? Watch your really quickly before you go back to work. Watch your stomach. Be careful of what you're eating right now, like peppers, green peppers, pepper of any kind, anything kind of spicy. It looks like your stomach is kind of, I don't want to call it raw, but it looks like it is sensitive right now. And you might react and thinking, oh, that's heartburn or something, but it can be a little bit more of an aggravating pain. So watch your stomach sensitivities right now, Cecilyn, is all I'm really hearing. But nothing bad at all. So Val Doss. Okay. Let's see here. You're done. Let's look at you, Val. Let's see what you've got going on. Okay. Well, Val, I'm glad you're done. I really am glad you're done because the way that they show this is I'm immediately placed on your beach, but I'm facing the water's behind me and I'm watching you. You've got shovels all over and there are holes dug in the beach and one of them is pretty big. Like there's a ladder in it and you can climb down. So one of the things that's happening here that's so important is, and the reason I'm saying I'm so glad you're done, meaning done with the bull crap, done with the negative situations, the negative people, those that take you for granted. Be done with that. Life is so much more important. Be done with the toxicity because part of what's happening here is with those holes, those represent all of your problems and pain, and you've dug holes and they're still sitting there. So when the tide comes in, those fill with water and the problems then sit on your beach, in your beach. Okay, you need to stop saying yes. You need to stop always being there for people who aren't there for you. You need to look back and go, just like before, look at that plate. What's on your plate? What do you want on your plate? Remove the people and the situations that are no longer working. And I tell people when you feel like you're done, that's okay. It means you're fed up. You're tired of the way things are. Now change it. You're going to have to break some habits here. You're going to have to break the habits of taking home every lost puppy and everybody that needs help in changing because you can't do that. You can't change people. You can't. They must do it themselves. You cannot bring everyone in and you also can't expect everyone to treat you the way you treat them. So you need to clarify what you want and how you want it and remove all of that from your life. I don't give a damn if it is your parents or your children or your best friend or your spouse. I don't care who it is. If they are toxic and they are creating havoc in your life, you have to ask yourself, is this something that I want to deal with any further? If not, maybe you need a little tough love. And then you need to take the shovels that you have and fill in all of the holes on your beach. It might take a little bit because the ego is going to go, leave those holes alone. Those are my holes. And then you're going to punch your ego right up the schnoz and you're going to continue to fill them because the ego gets in the way of everything. The ego is a problem sometimes. So go fill in the holes, go to sleep, get a good night's rest. And when you wake up tomorrow, get a piece of paper, cut a circle out of it and make a pie chart of who and what you want in your life. And that's super, super important. Diana Sloan Moore, one of your most important things right now. I know this is crazy, but it's really you're like listening and laughing. You're hearing it, you're being compassionate, and then laughter is music of heaven. That has a lot to do with your purpose right now. Listening and making people laugh or breaking that tension. And that can be done through counseling, and it can just be done by sitting in a bar and talking to a stranger. Very important. So many people. I wish I could do anybody. So Kaylin Reeb, you're at a fork. What's coming for you? Forks are some of the best places to be. Vale, you are more than welcome, and God bless you. And I hope He blesses you with the wisdom and the courage to recognize all of these new lessons in your life, and then the courage to move through them. Because courage, as we all know, is acting in spite of fear. So, Diana, you're welcome. And that's true with strangers. I love that. So, Kaylin, what I was going to say was forks are some of the best places you can be. And it's interesting because we get in our own head when it comes to forks. It's really simple. This is the most simplistic way to look at it. Turning right is where you would choose your comfort. This is where family and friends are standing. It's where everything is. It is continuing the norm. You're doing everything the same. Okay, that is the right hand forked turn. The only problem with that is everybody else is really happy that you're choosing that because it makes their life easier. They don't have to change. There is no change to it. You're miserable as all get out. You're thinking, ugh, why am I so depressed? I'm supposed to love all of this. I love my home. I love my family. I love my kids. Why am I so sad? Why am I not feeling like I want to laugh? Why do I feel like my energy's drained? Why do I feel like I just want to go to bed? Because you're not living according to your fact and your truth. You are living to make other people happy. The left-hand turn, on the other hand, is dark. There's little googly eyes staring out amongst cobwebs, and there's a little pinpoint of light at the end of that tunnel, and you know what you want is in that pinpoint. But you have to go through this dark tunnel and cobwebs and whatever else is there alone. Nobody is like, hey, come on, Kaylin, come down this way. Nobody's doing that. Not a soul. It is a solo journey that a lot of people don't understand. Why are you doing this? What is going on? Why are you changing this? And this is the conundrum. This is where people get caught up in, I don't know what to do, because they start going, So people, if I do this, people are going to get hurt. Am I supposed to do that? Should I do that? Somebody's going to get, when change occurs, it's uncomfortable. Nobody likes change. I love change. This is one of the most exciting places you can be, because I always tell people, you take the path that's the risk that you've never done before, that you know you should be doing, you know you should take it, but people are going to be upset because they have to change. It's terrifying. Terrifying. You just have to write it down. And then when you're beating yourself up and questioning it, look at what you wrote down. Why did you want to do that in the first place? This is why I wanted to do that. And it could be anything. It could be going back to school. It could be moving. It could be switching jobs. You have to ask your heart, your soul. You have to think about it. Say it as if it already happened. This is what I just did. This is what just happened. This is how I felt. Let that resonate with you. And if it doesn't feel right, it may not be time for you to make decisions. And maybe you just need to stick doing with what you know for a while longer until you get tired of it. Yeah. All right, you guys, time is up. But tomorrow night, again, spiritrealm.net at 7 Eastern. I'll be going on and doing an initial walkthrough and talking to some ghosts. And then there's a break. And then that's at 7. And then at 9 Eastern, we go live and start investigating. And I've never been there. I can't wait to go. I'm very excited, but you guys can all join me. spiritrealm.net tomorrow night. All right. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining me and being patient with me as I was late again because I was at the beach. Life's the beach, right? All right. God bless, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited.